Wait, did Jungkook just come back from military service without a single official welcome? Why is there no celebration? Why no family hugs? And most surprisingly, why did the camera capture his figure walking alone towards the HYBE building without the slightest turn towards his parents? What is being hidden? The day was as usual. No announcement, no big news, no countdown from armies around the world who usually count down the seconds leading up to the return of the Golden Magne. However, something unusual actually happened, and not everyone is ready to accept its truth. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, seems to have completed his military service. But the question is, why did he come back in silence? And why does he look so different? The camera captured a shocking moment. Outside a very familiar building, yes, HYB's headquarters, there was a very familiar figure, walking briskly, wearing a mask and hat, but the look in his eyes could not be hidden. It was Jungkook. No crowds, no welcoming HYB staff, no accompanying friends or family. Just him. Alone. And to his surprise, seconds before his appearance, he saw his family, father, mother, and a woman suspected of being his sister, standing on a street corner with disappointed faces. What exactly is going on? Why isn't there a celebration like the one done for the genie? Why isn't there a warm welcome like the one J-Hope received? And the most heartbreaking, why didn't Jungkook approach his family, who were seen waiting for him with hope? Some fans who were accidentally on site tried to record from afar. One of the videos that is now widespread among the ARMY underground community shows something unexpected. The moment when the mother appears to be waving her arms, but Jungkook continues to walk straight, not turning his head in the slightest. The camera vibrates while recording it, either because of the wind or hands shivering with emotion. Did Jungkook angry at his family? Or was he not allowed to stop to greet them? Did HYB deliberately withhold this information? Why is there no official upload from BTS's account, no statement from the agency, not even a welcome to Weverse? What's up with all this? Some sources in the fandom suspect that there is a major conflict that is being covered up. Jungkook is known to have a very close relationship with his mother. However, some time before he entered the military, there were rumors that Jungkook's family was under heavy pressure from the public, especially regarding HYB's major projects, which allegedly overburdened Jungkook emotionally. Does that have anything to do with Jungkook's decision not to return home after his enlistment? What left many fans speechless was the expression on his face. The usual smiling face, now cold and burdened. The pace is fast, as if avoiding the world. The camera even caught his hand grasping the phone firmly, like he was holding something he wanted to blow up. Did he just receive a hurtful message? Is there pressure from within? One of the fans, who claimed to recognize the Jungkook family's vehicle, said the mother was seen crying in the car after being left alone. A boy in army clothes, who a few days ago was still at the training camp, now walks alone into the headquarters of the entertainment company. Doesn't that sound like an unfair story? What made Jungkook go straight to HYB? Was he called? Forced? Or did he choose it himself? There's a bigger question. Will Jungkook's return change BTS forever? Some fans suspect it has something to do with Taeil. As we know, their relationship was mentioned tenuous before enlistment. Even some footage shows an unusual tension between them. Is Jungkook returning to HYB not to celebrate his freedom, but to finish something pending? And why isn't Jimin, the only member Jungkook has ever known, showing any signs of happiness on social media? No message? No speech? No emoji though? Question after question popped up. It all feels awkward. It all felt like pieces of a puzzle that were accidentally swapped. There are secrets yet to be revealed, and all eyes are now on one point. What will Jungkook say when he finally speaks? If we look back, during his time in the military, Jungkook was very secretive. Even in letters to fans, he never sounded okay. There is a sentence that gives goosebumps in one of his letters. If I come back and everything feels different, please keep believing in me. The sentence is now in the spotlight, as if to warn in advance that something will happen. And now, something seems to be happening. An idol who is known for his love and dedication to his family now chooses a different path. Is he heartbroken? Does he feel betrayed? Or Does he want to save something that only he knows? HYB was still silent. There is no official statement, but their silence speaks louder. Because the more they are silent, the more questions hang in the air. Why did Jungkook come back in silence? What made him neglect his family? Was he forced to return to work prematurely? And most importantly, what does all this mean for the future of BTS? Army divided. Some are angry. Some are confused.
Some cried.
But one thing is certain, no one is really ready for this. The world is waiting for an explanation. But will that explanation come? Or is this the beginning of a great secret that has been hidden from the public? One theory after another emerged. Some even suspect Jungkook has decided not to return as an active member of BTS. Is that possible? Is the moment of walking into the HYB building alone a symbol of a silent farewell? Did he come to terminate the contract? Too many unanswered questions. But it's too hard to ignore it. And behind all this, one question remains in the heart of every fan. Is Jungkook really back? Or is he just passing by, leaving behind something he no longer wants to hold? Time seemed to stop when the door of the HYB building closed behind Jungkook. But the world outside keeps spinning, leaving questions hanging and silences louder than screams. The camera that captures that moment records more than just images, it captures feelings. A feeling that is difficult to explain. A mixture of loss, shock, and anxiety. Is this the same Jungkook who used to always smile when he came back from a long schedule just to greet ARMY via live broadcast? Is this the same Jungkook who once said, "Family is the reason I survive"? He didn't even greet his mother. What happened in the last 2 years? The draft should be a time of shaping and strengthening. But not this way. The fans wondered, how could someone so full of love now walk past his family as if they were invisible? We start with a fact that cannot be ignored. Jungkook's family is there. They are present. They're waiting. But Jungkook didn't stop. In fact, some witnesses said he had accelerated his pace when he saw someone waving at him. I asked, he disappointed? Hurt? Or running out of time? Someone in the fan community who claimed to know HYB staff posted something that has now gone viral. Jungkook is not allowed to go home just yet. He was immediately asked to the building. Is that true? And if so, why? Does HYE have a hidden agenda more important than her emotional moments with her family? Some fans brought up the events before Jungkook entered the military. One of the alleged conflicts was about HYB's pressure on Jungkook's solo projects. Remember how he looked exhausted during the last promotion? How he wiped away a silent tear during a live broadcast and said, "Sometimes I feel like I have no control." Is this the continuation? And why hasn't Jungkook's return been officially announced? When Jin left the army, Korean media was full of articles, remarks from HYB, uploads from other members, to surprises from fans. But Jungkook? Nothing. As if he was again removed from the stage before even having time to step up again. Some longtime BTS fans even felt this was like a betrayal. Not from Jungkook, but from the system that has always overshadowed them. If Jungkook doesn't come back as part of BTS, at least let him come home as his mother's son, wrote one fan who posted a photo of Jungkook's mother standing alone, surrounded by photographers, but without a single hug from her son. What's really going on behind the HYB wall? One startling clue came from a street CCTV camera that accidentally caught Jungkook standing briefly in front of the entrance. He appeared to be looking at a car about 20 meters away from him, a car known to belong to his family. His lips moved. Only 2 words, but clearly read, "Sorry, Emma." Then he turned around and went in. Excuse me? Why apologize? Did he choose HYB over his family? Or did HYB force something that made her have to leave her mother in silence? An entertainment industry analyst stated that HYB is preparing a major collaboration project between Jungkook and an international singer, and the launch time is urgent. If he hadn't come to the studio that day, the whole schedule would have been ruined, she said. But is the schedule more important than the family? It's not just about music anymore. This is about humans.
About taste.
About the wound. That night, Twitter's trending topic around the world was filled with one haunting sentence. Why didn't Jungkook hug his mother? The photos and videos that circulated only muddied the atmosphere. Many refused to believe. even accusing the video of being fake. But ARMY sources that had been accurate and reliable united voice. It's real. That's right. And it hurts. Several international fans started making the viral hashtag Let Jungkook Rest movement in a matter of hours. They demand HYB to allow time for Jungkook to return home, meet his family, and greet ARMY calmly. Do not exploit his longing, they say. However, there has been no official response from HYB. Then, an upload appeared on an anonymous account that is KN. The night came without a sound. And in one of the rooms away from the spotlight, either on the top floor of the HYB building or perhaps in the studio where it all began, Jungkook sat quietly. He doesn't talk, he doesn't record, he doesn't dance. It's just, shut up, but the silence is not without meaning. Some fans speculated that the moment when Jungkook said, "Sorry, was not just an ordinary apology. It was a signal, a gesture that illustrates how heavy a burden he bears. He doesn't just have to choose between family or work. He has to choose between his conscience or the system that raised him but now holds him back. The question becomes even more painful. Is Jungkook locked up in the promises he made before going to the army? A promise now turned into a snare? Unconfirmed reports say that before enlisting in the army, Jungkook signed a special contract with HYB's global division, which demanded he be ready to return to work 48 hours after his military discharge. If true, then his actions that day stepping away from his family and into the HYB building were not because he didn't care, but because he had no choice. However, the public does not forgive so easily. Strong reactions emerged from the army community in various parts of the world. In the Philippines, South Korea, and the United States, fans began sending protest LED trucks to the front of the HYB building. "Give him time. Give the family back," wrote one of the brightly lit banners in the dark night of Seoul. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, it was rumored that Jungkook's mother fell ill after that emotional moment. She reportedly cried in the car and refused to leave the house for 2 whole days. Jungkook's older brother, who usually rarely appears in public, uploaded a photo of his mother's hand holding BTS's album with a caption. He didn't say a word today. Just looking at your picture, Jungkook. Can this wound be repaired? Is there a word of apology strong enough to patch the wounds of a mother left in silence? And the most suffocating, is this the end of the story of a family that has always looked so intact in the eyes of fans? There was silence in the Weverse. No uploads from Jungkook. No explanation. Even HYB chose silence. But a fan managed to capture a brief screenshot of the Japanese Weverse that had appeared for less than 2 minutes before being removed. The writing was short, but striking. "I'm home, but I'm not free." The sentence was considered by many to be a hidden statement from Jungkook. Is that really from him?
No confirmation.
But the style of language, the rhythm of his emotions, even the manner of placing commas, everything is too characteristic. Public psychology experts have even begun to analyze changes in Jungkook's facial expressions since before and after the military. They show a striking difference. Jungkook's smile now doesn't involve his eyes. His movements are more restrained. His shoulders are a little lower. It was as if he had endured something that no one should know. But then, the next surprise comes, and it's bigger than ever. Just at midnight, BTS's official account uploaded a photo, dark photos. Dim. Run away. But Jungkook's silhouette was clearly visible in the rehearsal room. Alone. Sweating. With caption, "He doesn't need a stage. He just wants to talk." But when is he allowed?
Who wrote that?
Does HYBE's admins secretly want to show that Jungkook is fighting back? Even fans who have been following BTS for a long time began to dare to speculate that the internal conflict within the agency had reached its peak. Jungkook isn't just returning as an artist. He came back as someone who wanted to break away from the system. But what price did he have to pay for that freedom? One of HYB's former staffers who used to work for BTS posted on the secret society that Jungkook had said this before leaving for the army. "I'm afraid when I come back, I'm no longer the person they know. But I can't pretend to be happy just for the sake of show." And now it's like a prophecy. As if all this had been written even before he left. Shortly after the upload went viral, the hashtags #FreeJungkook and #RespectJungkook became the #1 trending in the world. Thousands of fans began sending open letters, not just to HYB, But to the international media, they ask that the world